If you think zero-carb keto means starving yourself or living on bacon alone, you've been misled. Zero-carb is not about deprivation. It's about removing insulin triggers so your body can finally heal, burn fat, and restore metabolic flexibility. In this video, I'm going to break down the real zero-carb keto food list, just 10 foods, backed by science, used clinically, and practical enough to eat every day. This approach is inspired by the metabolic research popularized by Dr. Boz, focusing on insulin reduction, mitochondrial health, and metabolic repair. Let's get into it. For decades, you were told that beef would kill you, that red meat would clog your arteries, destroy your heart, and shorten your life. You were told to fear fat, trim the steak, replace it with grains, and trust that hunger was normal. But while you followed that advice, obesity exploded, diabetes became a global epidemic, and metabolic disease quietly became the new normal. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. The problem was never beef. The problem was insulin. Beef is one of the only foods on earth that does not raise blood sugar, does not spike insulin, and does not hijack your hormones. Insulin is the master storage hormone. When insulin is high, fat burning is impossible. When insulin stays chronically elevated, cells stop listening, energy gets trapped, and the body begins to break down from the inside. This is insulin resistance, and it now affects the majority of adults worldwide. Beef does not contribute to this process. In fact, it does the opposite. A fatty cut of beef contains complete protein, natural saturated fat, cholesterol, iron, zinc, B vitamins, and carnitine, all in their most bioavailable forms. These nutrients are not optional. They are required for mitochondrial function, hormone production, oxygen transport, and cellular repair. Without them, the body cannot heal. Without them, metabolism slows, cravings intensify, and fatigue becomes constant. Protein from beef triggers satiety hormones like peptide YY and GLP-1, telling the brain that you are fed and safe. This is why people eating beef naturally eat less without trying. Unlike carbohydrates, which stimulate dopamine and drive addictive eating behaviors, beef satisfies at a biological level. Studies consistently show that high protein, low carbohydrate diets reduce overall caloric intake without conscious restriction. Hunger fades not because of willpower, but because the body finally gets what it needs. The fat in beef is even more misunderstood. Saturated fat has been blamed for heart disease for decades, yet when researchers removed it from diets, heart disease did not disappear. What did increase was insulin resistance. Saturated fat does not oxidize easily. It is stable. It protects cell membranes and supports hormone signaling. The real damage comes from unstable seed oils and chronically high blood sugar, which create oxidative stress and inflammation inside blood vessels. Beef also contains cholesterol, the molecule your body uses to build every steroid hormone, including testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, and vitamin D. Your brain is made largely of cholesterol. When cholesterol intake drops, the body must manufacture it under stress, raising inflammation and cortisol. This is why low-fat diets are associated with hormonal dysfunction, mood disorders, and cognitive decline. Beef provides cholesterol in the exact form the human body evolved to use. From an evolutionary standpoint, humans did not develop large brains on grains and vegetables alone. Archaeological evidence shows that access to large animal meat coincided with rapid brain expansion. The amino acids in beef, especially leucine, directly stimulate muscle protein synthesis and preserve lean mass. This matters because muscle is not just for strength. Muscle is a metabolic organ that improves insulin sensitivity and glucose disposal. Lose muscle, and metabolic disease accelerates. One of the most shocking facts rarely discussed is that iron deficiency is one of the most common nutrient deficiencies in the world, especially among women. Plant iron is poorly absorbed. Beef provides heme-iron, which is absorbed efficiently and supports oxygen delivery to tissues. Low iron means low energy, poor thyroid function, and impaired immunity. Beef corrects this without supplements. Critics often claim that beef raises inflammation, yet clinical data shows the opposite when carbohydrates are reduced. In ketogenic and zero-carb contexts, inflammatory markers like CRP and triglycerides consistently fall, while HDL rises. Blood pressure improves, fatty liver reverses, type 2 diabetes enters remission. These outcomes are not rare exceptions. They are predictable responses to lowering insulin and removing glucose toxicity. Then there's the fear of cancer, often cited as a reason to avoid red meat. But when researchers separate processed meats from whole, unprocessed beef, the association largely disappears. Confounding factors like smoking, sugar intake, and metabolic health are rarely controlled for. In contrast, hyperinsulinemia and chronically elevated glucose are known to fuel cancer growth. Insulin is a growth hormone. Beef does not stimulate it. When people adopt a zero-carb ketogenic approach centered around beef, something remarkable happens. Meals become simple, decisions disappear, blood sugar stabilizes, energy becomes steady, mental clarity improves, the constant noise of hunger fades. This is not because calories are being forced down, it's because the body is finally allowed to run on fat and ketones, the fuel it was designed to use during times of food scarcity and healing. Beef is not a superfood because it's trendy. It's a foundational food because it works with human physiology, not against it. It doesn't require labels, tracking apps, or artificial sweeteners. Salt, heat, and time are enough. Eat when hungry. Stop when full. Let insulin fall. Let fat burning turn back on. The most radical idea in modern nutrition is not eating less. It's eating foods that don't require restraint. Beef does that. It restores trust between the body and the brain. It reminds metabolism how to function without constant glucose spikes and crashes. And once insulin is lowered, the body does what it has always known how to do: heal, regulate, and survive. Beef didn't make us sick. The war on fat did. And the moment you stop fearing the food that never spiked insulin in the first place, everything changes. For years, eggs were put on trial in the court of public opinion. You were told that eating eggs would raise your cholesterol, clog your arteries, and quietly push you toward a heart attack. Breakfast tables became battlegrounds, and one of the most complete foods on the planet was labeled dangerous. But while eggs were being blamed, something else was happening in the background. Rates of obesity, diabetes, depression, and cognitive decline were skyrocketing. And once again, the real culprit was not the food, it was insulin and misinformation. An egg is not just protein, it is a biological instruction manual for life. One single egg contains every nutrient required to grow a living organism from a single cell. That includes fat, cholesterol, protein, vitamins, minerals, and signaling molecules that tell cells how to divide, repair, and survive. There is nothing accidental about this. Eggs are designed by nature to support growth under the most demanding conditions possible. When you eat an egg, blood sugar barely moves. Insulin remains low and stable. This matters because insulin is not just a blood sugar hormone, it is a growth signal. Chronically elevated insulin drives fat storage, inflammation, and cellular dysfunction. Foods that repeatedly spike insulin push the body into metabolic chaos. Eggs do not do this. In study after study, eggs show neutral or beneficial effects on glucose control, even in people with insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. The cholesterol in eggs is one of the most misunderstood molecules in nutrition. Cholesterol is not poison. It is essential. Every cell membrane in your body is built from cholesterol. Every steroid hormone depends on it. Your brain, which is nearly 60% fat, requires cholesterol for memory formation, learning, and emotional regulation. When dietary cholesterol is consumed, the liver often reduces its own production. This is a feedback system, not a failure. The idea that eating cholesterol automatically raises blood cholesterol ignores basic human physiology. Large population studies have repeatedly shown that for the majority of people, egg consumption does not increase cardiovascular risk. In fact, eggs often raise HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, which plays a role in removing excess cholesterol from tissues and blood vessels. What raises cardiovascular risk consistently is insulin resistance, high triglycerides, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress driven by sugar and refined carbohydrates. Eggs are also one of the richest sources of choline, a nutrient most people are deficient in. Choline is essential for liver function, brain development, and nerve signaling. Without enough choline, fat accumulates in the liver, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition now affecting millions. Eggs provide choline in a highly absorbable form, directly supporting detoxification pathways and cognitive health. Protein quality matters, and eggs set the standard. Egg protein has the highest biological value, meaning your body can use almost all of it for repair and maintenance. The amino acid leucine, abundant in eggs, activates muscle protein synthesis. This is critical because muscle mass is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. As muscle declines, insulin sensitivity worsens, balance deteriorates, and the risk of chronic disease rises. Eggs help preserve muscle without raising insulin. The fat in eggs works in harmony with the protein to create satiety. When people eat eggs, hunger hormones decrease and fullness signals increase. This is not psychological, it is hormonal. Ghrelin drops, peptide YY rises. The brain receives a clear message that nourishment has occurred. This is why people who eat eggs for breakfast often eat fewer calories throughout the day without trying. Compare that to a carbohydrate-based breakfast, which triggers insulin spikes, followed by crashes, cravings, and constant snacking. Egg yolks also contain fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K2, nutrients that cannot be absorbed properly without fat. These vitamins regulate immune function, calcium metabolism, vision, and gene expression. Removing the yolk removes the medicine. For decades, people were told to eat egg whites only, stripping away the very nutrients that made eggs powerful. What remained was protein without context, hunger without satisfaction. From a neurological perspective, eggs are brain food. The combination of choline, cholesterol, and omega-3 fats supports acetylcholine production, a neurotransmitter critical for memory and learning. Low acetylcholine levels are associated with cognitive decline and neurodegenerative disease. Feeding the brain requires fat and cholesterol, not sugar. Eggs provide this fuel without triggering insulin spikes that damage neurons over time. One of the most overlooked benefits of eggs in a zero-carb ketogenic lifestyle is simplicity. Eggs require no processing, no labels, no marketing. They cook in minutes. They travel well. They adapt to any schedule. For people healing from metabolic disease, decision fatigue is real. Eggs remove complexity while delivering nutrition at a cellular level. This is not about convenience, it's about consistency. When eggs are eaten in the context of low carbohydrate intake, inflammatory markers often fall, triglycerides decrease, HDL rises, blood sugar stabilizes. This is not theoretical. It is observed repeatedly in clinical practice. The fear surrounding eggs came from outdated hypotheses that ignored insulin, ignored sugar, and ignored the difference between correlation and causation. Perhaps the most shocking truth is this. When eggs were removed from the diet, they were often replaced with refined grains, seed oils, and sugar. Those replacements damaged mitochondria, disrupted hormones, and drove chronic disease. Eggs didn't fail us. Nutrition advice did. An egg does not promise weight loss. It does something far more powerful. It restores metabolic trust. It feeds the body without triggering chaos. It supports repair without demanding restraint. In a world addicted to stimulation and spikes, eggs are quiet, steady, and effective. When you stop fearing eggs, you stop fighting your biology. You stop chasing hunger with snacks and start nourishing cells with intention. And when insulin stays low, healing begins naturally, not because of discipline, not because of restriction, but because the body finally recognizes food again. Eggs are not dangerous, they are foundational. And when you let go of the myths, what remains is one of the most complete, honest foods humans have ever relied on.